Into the Light by Sabrina Fairchild. My personal narrative about how exercise and other modalities helped me navigate a personal tragedy. I've always been a happy and energetic person. I loved to work out when I was younger. This led to sports by age 12 and teaching group fitness by age 17. Eventually, teaching exercise would become my full-time career. My career in exercise composed of teaching at universities, health clubs, instructing certifications for spinning and other organizations, and even traveling to exotic places to teach for a week in exchange for a wonderful vacation. My husband and I enjoyed a child-free lifestyle for the first 20 years of our marriage. But when I was 46, I had a transformation and was truly convinced we needed to be parents. After convincing him this was our path in life, we pursued it with much fervor for the next several years. With each pregnancy, the love and excitement was followed by deep disappointment. We lost Jonathan in October of 2012, Corey and Eleanor in April of 2014, Christopher and Noel in October of 2014, and lastly, Kyle in March of 2015. The loss of all 6 children took me to a place that was unfamiliar, a dark and hopeless place. I was for the first time inconsolable, barely able to speak of what had happened. While I was able to paste a smile on my face at work and even go teach my group exercise classes, the rest of the time I was a shell of my former self. My doctor diagnosed me with insomnia, situational depression, and the onset of menopause. She prescribed counseling as well as several medications to help me through it. While I agreed to see a group therapist, I did not want the drugs. I decided I wanted to pursue more natural remedies. To tackle the insomnia, I found tryptophan and flower essences. They work as precursors to melatonin, which helps you to fall asleep, and to serotonin, which lightens your mood. Once I was able to sleep through the night, I began to exercise more often. Through this whole ordeal, I had still been teaching 5 to 7 classes a week, but it was not enough to lift my depression. So I began hiking twice a week and subbing as many classes as possible. This led to about 20 hours a week of movement. The dosage of exercise was working. I was feeling better, eating healthier, and even starting to lose some weight. But the symptoms of menopause were very intense for me. After much research and my doctor's recommendation, I began HRT, hormone replacement therapy. For me, within a few days, I had a dramatic change. For anyone else considering this, I definitely encourage you to speak to your doctor and do not take this decision lightly. The second half of 2015 was spent dealing with the emotional and physical ramifications of what I had gone through, but the spiritual ones were yet to be solved. I had lost my faith in God, I did not trust my intuition, and I still had no hope for my future. In January 2016, a spontaneous trip to the Ananda Meditation Retreat in Nevada City, California, reintroduced me to the book Autobiography of a Yogi. A small spark was lit. I began to meditate and pray once again. Later in 2016, my husband and I decided to have an ascension ceremony. Because our society does not recognize the grief of miscarriage, there are no funerals to say goodbye to the souls of those lost. We had to be creative, and we found a pastor to lead it. We lit candles, brought flowers, sang songs, read poetry, and released all 6 of them back to the Heavenly Father. It took many months and several modalities to come through these experiences. I would encourage anyone who's dealing with difficulties, no matter how unique the circumstances might be, to continue forward. Ask for help. There is a way around it, over it, under it, or through it. Just keep asking. Never give up.